Knock, knock, knock. The past is here again. Rest in peace, Trevor. I stand with them. I stand with everyone. We stand together or we fall together. So, as much as it saddens me to have to do this, I have no problem stepping forward as the one who is doing what needs to be said. First off, I would like to take a moment of silence for the deceased. Okay, I would like to start off now for our fallen brother. Much too young to leave this world, but we are not too old to see what needs to be done. That old dog shit, fuck that, man. Quit with this old dog ass shit, man. I would like to reference a verse from Isaiah 58:9. As he did, then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help, and he will say, here I am. Okay. Let this not be a headline. No. Let this not be a number. Let this not be another name whispered in passing. Let this be a pause. A breath. A moment of stillness for Isaiah Wilson, who was just beginning to see life when life was taken from him. To his family, may your grief be held in the arms of a city that remembers. May your sorrow be honored, not politicized. May your son's name echo not in anger, but in its truth. May we act the way that that boy would want us to. So here's my attempt to try to get y'all to see what I've always seen. And maybe you can understand what this boy has always wanted. So now we zoom out, not to dilute the pain, but to decode the pattern. You said it best, right? The battles we wage with each other are often reflections of outer wars. Miscommunication. It becomes misidentification when not addressed. Competition becomes confusion, and the system profits off of both. So we say, the child is not the problem. The system is. The enemy is not your neighbor. It's the illusion of that separation. The debt is not yours. It's inherited from a blueprint you never even signed. And yet, here we are, still seated in our assigned squares, still told to be grateful for the paper made from tree that once gave us breath. But words, much like carnage, are a rupture in that rhythm, if you will. A sovereign signal, a reminder that healing begins not with perfection, but with precision and presence. Intention. Let me help you. Help me. Ritualize this into a healing interlude. This is the trash we should recycle. That's my treasure. Let's start a movement. The concept, here I am. campaign to inspire people, especially youth, to call a friend when they need help, just like in such a complex situation this young, brave man did. And his sovereign soldier was there for him. We need to pay attention to our kids, not only to protect them, but to learn. Their words today are our future tomorrow. Okay? Here I am. Let's start this hashtag. Post a message or a video saying, "Here I am." Tag a friend that you're committed to showing up for. Call-in days. Designated days where people check in with someone. Let's set that. Why not? We have Peanut Butter Day. We celebrate the damn presidents that keep us in this psychological warfare. So why not? Designated days where people check in with someone they hadn't heard from in a while. Just to put your voice back in their ear. And don't... The irony of both sides waiting for the other one to be... Like, we want the first opportunity to say the phone goes both ways. In response to them saying, you don't call. But they are calling to tell you that you don't call. And your response to that is the phone goes both ways. It's just silly. Why do we even need to worry about this? Let's just appreciate that our people are still alive out there. And just talk. Just be here. I'm glad to be on the phone with you. I'm glad to have your ear for this moment. You, the listener. Isaiah circles, community meetups, or podcast episodes where people share stories of times they reached out or wish they had. Let's rewrite this trail of heroes. Podcast tie-in. We'll create a segment or a series called Here I Am. A feature, real stories or calls made, help given, and lives changed. Begin each episode with an Isaiah 58:9 and a moment of silence for this young boy. I don't even know this man, but I'm affected. I didn't hear that gun, but this sound will echo forever. This movement, it could ripple through Kansas City and beyond. And isn't that the goal? Why are we so worried about breaking ground over dead land? You're trying to claim stakes over dying weeds. Fuck that, dude. Let me offer you help. Maybe I can learn in the process. Let's fix each other's grass. That's what this is. You die, you become a part of that grass. It doesn't matter where you fall. Can we remember? Let's just remember, guys. If enough of us tune our frequency to his name, through ritual, remembrance, and resonance, then yes, his soul will shake, not in sorrow, but in recognition, in vibration, in sovereign echo. So I will leave with this invocation for Isaiah. He didn't get to see the love, but the love saw him, and now it surrounds him, not in flesh, but in frequency. We speak his name not to mourn, but to move. We tune our breath to his memory. We tune our hearts to his echo. And enough is... If enough of us say, "Here I am," then maybe, just maybe, his soul will rise again. We never stop growing, we never stop elevating. Death is just a portal. Best believe this is something worth doing. I love y'all. My heart goes out to everyone around the world who is suffering right now. But may I take another moment to say that piece for his family members. Much love, be blessed, be kind, be you, from the one and only to this one that does exist in all. Peace.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be here. Oh.